morning, everyone. Tina Spalding, Trance Channel here again today for our Daily Course in Miracles lesson together. Thank you for joining me again today. Today we are doing lesson number 194. I place the future in the hands of God. Today's idea takes another step towards quick salvation, and a giant stride it is indeed. So great the distance is that it encompasses. It sets you down just short of heaven, with the goal in sight and obstacles behind. Your foot has reached the lawns that welcome you to heaven's gate, the quiet place of peace, where you await with certainty the final step of God. How far are we progressing now from earth? How close are we approaching to our goal? How short the journey still to be pursued? Accept today's idea and you have passed all anxiety, all pits of hell, all blackness of depression, thoughts of sin and devastation brought about by guilt. Accept today's idea and you have released the world from all imprisonment by loosening the heavy chains that locked the door to freedom on it. You are saved, and your salvation thus becomes the gift you give the world because you have received. In no one instant is depression felt, or pain experienced, or loss perceived. In no one instant sorrow can be set upon a throne and worshipped faithfully. In no one instant can one even die. And so each instant given unto God in passing with the next one given him already is a time of your release from sadness, pain, and even death itself. God holds your future as he holds your past and present. They are one to him, and so they should be one to you. Yet in this world, the temporal progression still seems real, and so you are not asked to understand the lack of sequence really found in time. You are but asked to let the future go and place it in God's hands, and you will see by your experience that you have laid the past and present in his hands as well, because the past will punish you no more, and future dread will now be meaningless. Release the future. For the past is gone, and what is present, freed from its bequest of grief and misery, of pain and loss, becomes the instant in which time escapes the bondage of illusions where it runs its pitiless, inevitable course. Then is each instant which was slave to time transformed into a holy instant, when the light that was kept hidden in God's Son is free to bless the world. Now is he free, and all his glory shines upon a world made free with him to share his holiness. If you can see the lesson for today as the deliverance it really is, you will not hesitate to give as much consistent effort as you can to make it be a part of you. As it becomes a thought that rules your mind, a habit in your problem-solving repertoire, a way of quick reaction to temptation, you extend your learning to the world, and as you learn to see salvation in all things, so will the world perceive that it is saved. What worry can beset the one who gives his future to the loving hands of God? What can he suffer? What can cause him pain or bring experience of loss to him? What can he fear? And what can he regard except with love? For he who has escaped all fear of a future pain has found his way to present peace, and certainty of care the world can never threaten. He is sure that his perception may be faulty, but will never lack correction. He is free to choose again when he has deceived, to change his mind when he has made mistakes. Place then your future in the hands of God, for thus you call the memory of him to come again, replacing all your thoughts of sin and evil with the truth of love. Think you the world could fail to gain thereby, and every living creature not respond with healed perception? Who entrusts himself to God has also placed the world within the hands to which he has himself appealed for comfort and security. He lays aside the sick illusions of the world along with his, and offers peace to both. Now are we saved indeed, for in God's hands we rest untroubled, sure that only good can come to us. If we forget, we will be gently reassured. If we accept an unforgiving thought, it will soon be replaced by love's reflection. And if we are tempted to attack, we will appeal to him who guards our rest to make the choice for us that leaves temptation far behind. No longer is the world our enemy, for we have chosen that we be its friend. And that is our lesson for today, lesson number 194. I place the future in the hands of God. Let's see what Jesus has to say to us today. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one that you know as Jesus. And does not this sound like a great relief to you to place your future in the hands of God? What the ego will tell you is that this is not safe, that you should place your future in its hands. It has great plans for controlling the world and judging people and keeping everything in order. Just take a minute and think about that. Which feeling gives you a sense of security? Which option makes you feel safer, allowing the ego to do what it does, or giving your future into the hands of God? After all, God is that benevolent force that has created you. Why would God allow anything to happen to you that is untoward? Your sicknesses, you see, are the ego's manufacture. They are not coming from God. They are coming from your fears. They are coming from your resistance. They are coming from your control issues. They are coming from you trying to do what it is that you do in a separated and isolated and demented mind. Your sicknesses do not come from God, and that is why it is so important for you to realize the power of this decision. Health and life and love are in God's image, not death and sickness and pain and suffering. You must observe the fruits of the thought system that you are following. You must understand that God is love and death is not of God. Sickness is not of God. Healthy, living, creativity, loving extension is of God. You are made in the image of God. So make this decision throughout the day today. Do not worry about the future. Do not think about what might happen if you do this and you do that, but trust that in this moment, if you do your best in whatever situation you are in, if you forgive and you bring love to whatever it is that you are doing, you are in fact trusting in a divine purpose. You are in fact giving your future over to the hands of God. And in that surrender of your destiny, you relax and you do the very best you can in this moment instead of being contaminated by fear and worry and resentment. You are present. You are in this holy instant loving. And that will guarantee you a beautiful future. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and I will speak to you again tomorrow. Thank you everyone for joining me today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.